I'm Christy, and you're watching On Your Plate. So we're going to get started with our salsa. Our fresh mango salsa starts with, of course, a fresh mango. You're going to get about 2 cups out of it. Mangoes are kind of tricky because you never know where the seed really is. So you're just going to go ahead and start cutting down. What I'm doing here is we're going to take it and you're going to just cut down in a line, just being careful of your hand. This is also your best way to just eat the mango. You're going to just score it, and you can make it look kind of like a little porcupine. Lay it down flat and just go along the skin. Gonna add about 1 cup of black beans, 1 of your 15-ounce cans. You're gonna wanna make sure that you drain it and rinse it off. It gets rid of that kind of tinny can taste, makes them taste a little more fresh. So we're just gonna dump pretty much all of those in there. The other ingredients, some fresh lime juice, or almost fresh lime juice. It's gonna be about 2 teaspoons worth. This is our little friend jalapeno. You can leave it out if you do not want it spicy. It just pretty much adds a lot of flavor. I typically use about 1/2 of a jalapeno for this recipe, but if you want it a little spicier, go ahead and use the whole thing. What you want to do is cut off the top and cut it in half. So all of your white pith and your seeds, that's where all the heat comes from. So you want to go ahead and remove that. And so you get the nice flavor of the pepper instead of the heat. And to do that, you just go ahead and kind of separate it and use your knife and just go down. And we're going to go ahead and just mince him up. Now, I would highly recommend using a glove when you do this. I'm going to be washing my hands for a very long time because the capsaicin, which is what makes the peppers burn and what they actually make pepper spray out of, is pretty high in your jalapeno peppers, and it's going to stick on your hand. So do not rub your eye after you do this. It's going to hurt. Almost last, we have our red onion. And we want about 1/2 cup. So you're going to cut off your fluffy end, leaving that stem part. Just go ahead, cut down the middle so it's nice and flat. Go ahead, peel it. If you lose the 1 layer of the onion, that's okay. They're obviously got a lot more. And so what we're going to do for your onion, go ahead, take it, and you're going to score through. And depending on how big it is, this one you could do 1 layer or 2, and you cut almost all the way through. So kind of like this. Don't get your hand. And then what you're going to do is just go ahead, and it's really hard when you first start to not cut all the way through. But if you just start your knife right there and go down, it's not too hard. And then you turn it again. And there you go, you're already diced onions. And our last ingredient is going to be cilantro. Cilantro, kind of like mango, is actually more of an Indian ingredient. It just adds a little bit of a bite, and the best part about it, unlike a lot of your other herbs, the stem has a ton of flavor. So instead of having to sit there and pick through it just like parsley, just go ahead, cut down, get some of that stem, not a problem. So we're just going to kind of rough chop this. And as always, whenever you use a knife, make sure your fingers are clear of the area. Okay, so just a little bit of fresh ground black pepper and salt. I'm just going to go ahead and mix that all in together. After this sits for about an hour or two, your onions are going to just let out all the sweetness and get all that cilantro flavor, and it's just going to be very, very delicious and yummy. So here is our fresh mango and black bean salsa. You know what? You make it, you set it down, you forget about it, and then you come back when you're ready to do your chicken, and it's ready for you.